So far, we've been working with the camera being a static object. So it's just showing whatever we are putting within these 4 lines. So if, for instance, we were to place some game objects outside of those lines and our character goes beyond, we can't see them. Realistically, you're going to want to make levels that are more than just the screen size. Okay, so in that case, you're going to need a camera that follows your character. So in order to do this, it's really quite simple. We take our main camera object from the hierarchy and we drag it onto our main character object. So it then becomes the parent of the camera. So our character is now the parent of the camera. What then happens is that when we move our player is then followed by the camera. Now, we may want to change positions of the camera slightly so that we can see more or less of the level in front or behind, and more or less of the level above and below. We can do that by changing the X and Y values. But remember, if we do that in the play mode, then those things will be lost when we go back into the edit mode. Okay, so we just need to make sure we've got sort of our positions from the play mode so that we're happy. I will probably want to be further back like so something like 14. So I'll have a nice gap behind, maybe 11 or 12, that'll do. So if I come back out, I can then change that to a 12. That then shifts the camera over so that when I go into play mode, I can then see a decent amount of the level. And then I can think about laying out my level with more platforms and things like so. So I can get my prefabs in. I could then lay things on platforms higher up if I wanted to, or further down, and so on. So then I can move some of my game objects into trickier positions. Maybe hide one of these optional collectibles off the screen. And then we can start laying out a level that will be more like what we wanted from our designs. So I now popped that back into play mode. I'll be able to go back and forth. And we can now see that we've got a platform. We can test whether we're able to jump effectively between the platforms and whether we need to adjust the distances between them.